Howdy folks, hope you're all having a great weekend, and welcome back to Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, where things are really about to kick off in this episode. Reed's plan to rescue Songbird is about to be put into effect. The only question that remains is, which way am I going to jump, because I'm going to have to betray either Reed or Songbird. Songbird wants to run, Reed wants to take her in and get her the medical treatment that he believes she needs. And while Songbird has done nothing but lie and manipulate and betray everybody from the very start, that doesn't necessarily mean that siding with her is the wrong thing to do. And while I do trust Reed, and I believe his intentions are good, that doesn't necessarily mean that his plan is best for everybody either. I'm gonna have to betray one of them, and I'm gonna have to make the decision soon. First, however, I do have one more stop to make.
Hello? Hello?
You Frida?
Yes, and we're closed.
Got something might interest you.
I doubt it.
Here you collect trinkets. Unification War era.
Come in.
For Reed's plan to work, I'm going to need some special cyber tech.
I'm sorry I was unwelcoming. Ever since a certain space plane crashed nearby, I've had to be more cautious.
V, good to see you.
Huh. Here to see me?
Things are in flux. Situation's changing fast. I thought we should talk. I'm here about Somi. I spent hours wrapping my head around this, putting myself in her shoes. I needed to understand what she must have been going through to resort to treason.
Unless he's living under the same kind of death sentence that me and Songbird are, I don't think he can understand.
You're in no position to understand, Reed. Your life ain't on a timer.
But I know death. Stared him in the eyes up close. She's trapped. Not just here and now, but going months back. Hell. Actually years. I blame Myers, the sore loser. Does her damnedest to avoid it. Songbird, the Blackwall, dirty tricks meant to give her a competitive edge. It's no wonder Somi doesn't trust anyone. Except maybe you. A little.
There's a prison cell prepped and waiting for her already. Somi knows that full well.
She lives to see tomorrow and every day after. That's what matters.
Myers needs her alive, sure, but forgive and forget the attempt on her life? Never.
Myers might not forgive her, but doesn't mean I can.
You forgetting? Woman tried to zero you too.
Her hand's been forced too many times in her life. She's due compensation.
Okay. We break the chain Hansen wrapped around her neck. Then what?
We stow away somewhere safe, ask some questions, establish some common ground. Once I get the answers I'm looking for, I'll personally help her disappear. From everyone, everywhere, including Myers.
What, Reed disobeying orders from the president? I don't buy that for a second.
Spinning quite the yarn. Playing me. Fits the MO of someone who used to recruit spies for a living.
Fuck! No. Just listen.
Alright, but make it good, because up until this point, everything that he's told me has been verifiable and consistent with his character. But betraying the president? For Songbird?
I got contacts in Europe. We'll find the best clinic, put you two back together, fix what's broken. Once we have your cure in hand. But I need to help Somi first. She's lost, and I'm concerned she doesn't know what she's doing.
You don't trust her?
What I don't trust is the shit from beyond the Blackwall and the attendant paranoia. Both in play here, I'm afraid. She has another plan in mind. I'm damn sure of it.
And the question is, does he suspect me of being complicit in it?
Read you loud and clear. So what's it all mean next?
I have something for you. Our best minds in DC cooked it up. Icebreaker. Silver bullet against any fortified netrunner. Farida will feed it into your system during surgery. Use that, and Somi will drop unconscious within a minute. We can't take any chances, and when she wakes up, she'll wake up at home.
She could sense the breaker. Not talking about some run-of-the-mill runner here.
It's meta-heuristic hyper-aggressive tech, cobbled together by a literal army of experts. If she does sense it, it won't matter. No one out there, alone, could withstand something like this.
Okay. How do I use it?
Fire it up when you're both jacked into the mainframe. At that moment, Somi's door will be wide open.
This'll turn to shit.
Who says it has to?
Dunno, man. But say you do corner her. Expect the unexpected, if you know what I mean.
There comes a time when all expectations are null and void. Right now, we're focusing on saving your lives. Talking time will come later. It's time I was on my way. I leave you in Farida's able hands.
Oh, I don't know about this, man. I mean, he says no netrunner alone can withstand this ice pick, but she's not alone, is she? That's the whole point. She's connected to an AI from beyond the black wall. Got a real bad feel. What the hell is that? Not important.
I need to do anything, or...
20 questions first? Should I hold your hand? No. Do nothing. Tush? Meet chair. Okay. Anesthesia incoming. Don't worry, it's the good stuff. Relax and submit. An ID modding implant is complicated tech, true. But the procedure is surprisingly simple.
To be honest, never heard of tech like this. Seems kind of... sci-fi. This an FIA prototype?
Mm-hmm. It was picked off the corpse of a Militech R&D project.
Militech abandoned it?
That, or they sought to keep it off the books. Top secret. Mom's the word. Politics. Okay. Anesthesia is taking hold.
Thing is, I have actually seen this tech before. It's the same thing that Alex uses to shapeshift. And it's how I'm going to be able to impersonate one of the two French netrunners that we got the behavioural imprints from at the roulette table at Hansen's party. This tech allows me to look and sound like them, and the behavioural imprints, in conjunction with this tech, allows me to act like them. So we got some real high-tech, sneaky-beaky spy shit going on here. You do get to use this tech for other side gigs in Dogtown. Working for Mr. Hands. Depending on how things go, I might show you some of those. But for now, let's try to keep the eye on the prize. It's quite a lengthy procedure. Oh, hello, Johnny.
How many fingers?
Fuck you,
Not
Johnny.
now, Johnny. Fuck off, please.
You missed me. Warms the cockles, truly. So tell me, what's it feel like to be a traitor?
Yeah, I mean, he's sharing my head, so he knows as well as I do that I haven't decided who I'm going to betray yet.
Interesting way of saying undercover FIA agent.
Shit, actually butt into this. They send you to a fancy party, stroke your ego, and now you're some kind of super spy? What's next? Fucking gold medal? Ticker tape parade? A statue? A national holiday? Kids home from school? What the fuck? But seriously, found yourself in a shit-tastic situation. Come on, got iron in your hand. Gotta put it to someone's head. Pull the trigger.
Alright, yes, I know I'm going to have to choose to betray somebody, but you're not...
The master spy and the agent unloosed. Tragedy, comedy, or both.
Just fuck off, Johnny.
I think one of them's trying to dupe me.
Actually, I think they're
No,
both
they're
telling
both
the
telling
truth.
the truth. I mean, might be muddy on the nitty-gritty, but their motivations are plain and clear.
But that doesn't mean they aren't both going to try to fuck me either.
Survival. It's her be-all and end-all. That and she's a walking, talking nuke. The kind that keeps making mistakes, never knowing which one's gonna set her off. And Reed? Bastard and me are one and the same. If I hadn't ghosted the army, I'd have become a Reed myself. Live and die by our principles. That's the tragedy, V. Someone's gonna play victim to the other's good intentions. Try not to forget that when you're standing over that fucking overgrown neuro drive.
Reader Songbird. What would you do in my shoes, Johnny?
I am in your shoes, dumbass. For every gonk choice you make. But I can't do dick. But honest to God, V, not fucking around? I don't know. Got no goddamn clue.
Well, thanks, Johnny. You've been about as much help as an ashtray on a motorbike.
Well done. The facial morph implant is online. Now all you need is a behavioral imprint. And do me a favor. Don't tell me what you need this for.
Thanks for everything.
Uh-huh. Right.
I mean, he's probably right, though. I think they are both telling me the truth, or at least what they have told me is true. But that doesn't mean that they're not both going to fuck me over in order to get what they want. So what do I do? Do I just assume they're both going to try to screw me and just do what's best for me?
Hey, procedure's a wrap.
V, I hope you're not feeling too raw post Farida's work. It's time to intercept and supplant the netrunners. Just one hiccup. Our access to Karen Exotics was cut. They must have discovered us.
Wait, seriously? So we lost him?
Not entirely. We know they were last in city center, headed our direction. Find a vantage point near the entrance of Dogtown. You'll grab a trace on the runners as they drive to the meeting.
Yeah. We are rapidly approaching the point of no return. I am going to have to make a choice. Oh, here it is. Songbird trying to pull on my heartstrings one last time. Although, that was fairly good advice. Yeah. Fortunately, save games exist, so if I want to, and I am, I can explore all of the possible endings. But for now, for my first playthrough and my first ending, I'm going to go with my gut. Although, I'm not going to tell you what that choice is, you're just going to have to wait and see for yourself. First though, before we get to that point, we have to intercept these two netrunners.
Okay, now I'm gonna need you to confirm a visual for me. Scan the vehicles in your area. One's bound to be there.
No visual on our targets. See a convoy. Hansen's goons. Doubt the runners would have a security escort, though. I'll keep watching.
Additional support for the stadium, most likely.
Clean so far. Still nothing. Still nothing. Got a total Cortez blocking the road. Traffic's piling up. Car's basic, run-of-the-mill. Definitely not them.
we keep looking.
It's nice to know that all of the effort that I went to ensure that we could track their car was basically for nothing. But I suppose when you're dealing with a couple of cutting-edge net runners, you can't expect everything to go to plan.
Couple of bikers. Don't expect they'd swap out 4 wheels for 2 last minute.
Nah, not this style. On to the next.
There they are. No question. Both runners are inside. Got the signal?
Got it. Not gonna slip off our radar anymore. Good work. Still early for the meet with Hansen. They'll stop, kill time somewhere. Okay, they're stationary. And out of the car. Walking towards the club now. V, you're clear to head for the car. Get to it.
You see, I think the fundamental difference between Reed and Songbird is that Reed is always as honest with you as he can afford to be. But that doesn't mean he's always telling the truth. And Songbird is always as deceitful with you as she can afford to be, but that doesn't mean she's always lying. None of this helps me, of course.
Are you in position?
Here we are. Damn. Preem ride.
Hey, you're not there to window shop.
Smooth sailing so far. Car's cam feeds are mine.
Good. Last check now. Make sure you're ready to roll.
Should be good. Just give me 1 sec.
Why? What are you doing?
Tweaking the ice. Kinda half-baked. Way it's set up now.
Fine. Just no unnecessary risks.
I'm not completely clear how hacking the car's electronics is going to help me here, but there's not a lot of point in having 20 points in the Netrunner skill tree if you're not going to be able to use it every now and then.
And done.
Not bad. Now, we wait. Our VIPs are back. They're about to get in. Time to focus up.
Kurt Hansen, tu l'as vu, non? Il était grave en train de me relooker au saphir.
Although it's possible, maybe even probable, that hacking the car's electronics like that will allow me a greater degree of freedom when what comes next goes wrong.
Oh, à moins que ce soit cette putain de gueule de bois. Oh, ça tourne de partout, dans tous les sens.
T'en penses quoi? De Hansen, je veux dire.
Okay, V, take control.
Okay, hacking the car now.
La voiture! Quelqu'un en a pris le contrôle!
Emmerich, sonne l'alarme! On a besoin d'aide! Je vais localiser le vecteur.
Ok, 1 seconde! C'est fait!
Putain, allez! J'essaie de reprendre le contrôle!
Right, I'm in control of the car now, from the trunk. And wow, this thing handles like an absolute pig. Fast in a straight line, but don't have to get it turn a corner. So, I have to now get the car to our rendezvous point so we can take care of these two. But they're trying to hack the car back and re-establish control, and yep, there it is.
They're playing defense, and they're good.
But I did hack the car's electronics, so I think this allows me to take control back faster
J'arrive pas à la couper!
and give me more of a window of opportunity to get them to the rendezvous point before we lose control of the car for good.
Putain!
Almost there. Yeah, this is fine. We've got this.
On est coupé!
Mais merde! putain, qu'est-ce qui se
Non, non,
passe?
non!
Whoa. What in the fuck?
That was not part of the plan.
Fuck, you wiped them.
What'd you think we'd do? Bind their hands with duct tape, shove socks in their mouths, and wait for them to wriggle free and call for help? This ain't no game, V. It's a simple choice. Them or us. I chose us.
Well, yeah,
Alex, you knew about this.
but that's not what you told me the plan was.
Of course I knew. Textbook move. Not exactly my first mission, V. Call like that comes with the territory.
It is a game. Your fucking spy game, they weren't playing. They were innocent.
Well,
That's not
they
quite how
weren't.
I pro-criminals.
Yeah, but the point here, Reed, is that you told me the plan was to kidnap them.
These innocents, as you call them, wouldn't hesitate to rob you for everything you got, or put a bullet in your back.
Alright, I'm a big boy now, this isn't my first rodeo, it's not like I haven't killed anybody before, but that was not the plan.
Alright, we have fresh disguises already, but you still need to lift the access codes off them, or Raw's the one to check for those.
I mean, it's not that I'm being naive here or anything, fine. If they need to die, we kill them. But that wasn't what you told me we were going to do, so what else have you been lying to me about?
Sure she's the one with the codes?
Definitely. Her brother transfers his memories to external databanks, and he's had these stolen before. They wouldn't risk losing these codes.
Ugh. This feels so fucked up.
Expect me to believe you've never taken anything off a body before?
Not the point, Alex, and you can stop gaslighting me as well. The point here is you two fuckers lied to me, which indicates a fundamental lack of trust. And that shit works both ways.
Alright, codes transferred.
I mean, if it was Songbird, I would have expected the lie, because there's always an easy way to tell that Songbird's lying to you. Just watch her face. If her lips are moving, she's lying to you, but I expected better of these two. And I don't understand why they would lie to me over as simple and inconsequential as this. I mean, I'm basically a hired killer. I don't have a problem with executions, if the mission requires it. So,
Taking the wheel.
why lie to me over something as unimportant as this? And it's obvious. I mean, it's not like that the lie was not going to be discovered. They executed them right in front of me. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, I've seen her do that before, but it's still impressive.
V, behavioral imprint, now.
And now it's my turn. That's me loaded up with Emmerich's personality imprint.
This on? Oh shit, my voice. Oh, nice. Hang on, that's me. What the hell?
Prim, right? Give it a whirl. Introduce yourself.
Must do more than morph your face and voice. Gotta alter your biochem makeup. Affecting behavior. Peeps are little more than the brain chemicals that make them up.
Got it right. New hormonal cocktail.
Okay, here goes. Emmerich Cassel.
That it?
Well, yeah.
Well, sounded like him at least.
It can feel like a real trip at first, but you'll get used to it.
Take a sec, collect yourself, then we move. Hansen's waiting.
Alex, it just hit me. This'll be our last stop together. I haven't forgotten our deal. Maya's greenlit it. A diplomatic mission. No end date. Call it early retirement.
Thanks much, Reed.
Okay, let's get to it.
Alright, stadium then. See you there.
This is it. Well, I mean, first we have to convince Hansen that we are who we appear to be.
How about a little refresher before we arrive? Remember, name's Emmerich Cassel.
Let me let you in on my secret about how to be someone else. Ask yourself 3 questions. What do they fear? What do they want? What's their deepest secret?
Okay, don't see how that helps, because I don't know any of that, but thanks for sharing.
Got that? Don't answer now, just something to keep in mind. And be him.
Yeah, but you've had time to study it,
So,
Tom.
Emmerich, tell me, your thoughts on Hansen?
I haven't.
He is a byproduct, a side effect. A machine of war forged in thousands of battles.
Ah, Christ, a philosopher.
But perhaps more importantly, people like Hansen do not make millions if they are easy to read. He is a man of layers interweaving.
Nova, that was very good.
The other thing about Hansen is he's nobody's fool. He's not going to do business with anybody unless he's checked them out first, so he probably knows more about these two than we do.
We have arrived. The Hound's Den.
Which almost certainly means there are more surprises coming. More opportunities for me to fuck it all up. I can hardly wait.
In position. Ready for the next phase. Talk soon.
Is this? No, that's our stop over there. We're not there yet. I mean, we're under the stadium, but we're not at all designated. But you'd think you'd have valet parking. I mean, you can afford it.
Stop your vehicle. Prepare to have it inspected.
Alright, yeah, of course, we've got to go through security first.
You are good. Come on through.
Alright. Park the car. Let's get this show on the road.
Park. Before we go in, remember, he wants something from us, not the other way around. We are here to sell him Cynosure mainframe access codes. Stick to the facts, know who you are and are not.
Oh, okay.
Hansen awaits us.
Oh, I hope I don't have to memorize all of this. Because there's no way I'm remembering all of that. Okay. Transfers his memories to external... Yeah, I knew that. His memories were stolen. Was worked at pet...
Clear eyes, sharp mind, Aurore.
Okay, no, this is good. It stays on screen. That's a relief. There was no way I was remembering all of those details. So let's see. He transfers his memories to external storage. But yeah, we knew that. That was mentioned. His memories from 2073 to 2075 were stolen. He was employed at Petrochem between 2072 and 2074. Treats his body like a temple, avoids substance abuse, loves classic cars, and he's highly allergic to strawberries. Alright.
Secure area, folks.
Magnifique, because we have a meeting with Colonel Hansen. Now.
Moment, please.
Good, you made it. We haven't met yet. Name's Murphy.
Oh, this guy's new. One of Hansen's lieutenants.
So, this is your celebrated stadium.
That's right. Once an EBM and Petrochem monument to bloodsport. Today, a hub for global trade.
How very American. The colonel is here already.
He is. Waiting for you.
Fantastic.
I basically know nothing about this guy. I hope it isn't going to be a problem.
This way.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Wandering in with incomplete intel. What could possibly go wrong? Give him a quick scan. Doesn't actually really tell me much of anything about him. A scan of Alex says that she's a raw Cassell though, so that's good.
Murphy, it seems familiar. No, I believe we have met.
I'm certain we haven't.
Oh, oui, you love to frequent the bordellos of Paris, no?
What?
I'm only fucking with you, Murphy. It's a pleasure.
Okay, yeah, fucking with somebody like that is actually in character for the person that Alex is pretending to be.
Here we are. Our stop.
You should expect to have eyes on you all day today. Kurt got a tip
The FIA plans to pull some gonk move.
Huh. Is that so?
The situation's under control, though. He ordered everyone checked out. No exceptions. Got our people manning the whole stadium. Drone-aided scans providing surveillance support, too. Need you to leave your weapons here. Next, we'll need to run some ID scans. Joke around as we might, get along as we do. Ultimately, this is a place of serious business. You understand?
Alright, so I'm now basically unarmed. But I can still use quick axe. So not 100% defenseless.
This here's the heart of our little empire.
Tell me, what do you do here? Your operation, precisely.
Arms trading, mostly. Need to start a war? End one? Planning a coup, maybe. We don't ask these questions.
And this role is from Night City?
Some. But our reach stretches around the globe. Japan, Australia, the Balkans, Lagos, you name it.
All right, I'm in position. Preparing our evac route now. Take your time. I need 10 more minutes at least.
Not much further now.
I couldn't get started earlier without risk of being compromised. And Emmerich, this should go without saying, but stay in character. Good luck.
Let's
my
keep
brother,
moving.
He talks little.
Huh. Noticed and noted.
Sometimes I find this creepy. But not you, I hope?
Hey, just met the guy.
My. A diplomat.
So, Reed's been delayed. We're going to have to spin this out for a little bit longer. Which means I'm going to have to be Emmerich Cassel very convincingly for longer than anticipated. And that looks like Colonel Hansen. I mean, well, we're here to meet him, but still. It's another one of his lieutenants. I think that's the guy who handles his finances.
A pleasure to see you both. Songbird needs a moment to disarm the device. Which gives us a chance to chat.
Kind of what I was afraid of. Alright. Hansen... Oh, that's not a good sign.
Your man mentioned trouble. That NUS intelligence is interested in our meeting today.
Trouble is an exaggeration, and many people try to stick their noses into my business. I know this, and so I'm careful.
Were I you, I would say no different.
Think I'm lying?
I said no such thing.
Then I'm fucking happy to know I misheard. Changing the subject. Did you enjoy yourselves at the Black Sapphire? My people tell me the games went high stakes. You two left richer and happier, I hope.
Nope, V took them for everything they had.
By the end of the night, we lost our entire stack.
But of course
But
he
such
knew
is
that.
gambling.
Oh, judging by your tone, that doesn't seem to bother you at all.
Because it does not. I enjoy money, of course. But I do not allow it to control my life.
You know what they say about great minds. I think it's no surprise we find ourselves doing business together. The Black Sapphire is my pride and joy. I worked hard to make it the go-to destination for Night City's royalty.
Why did you stay in Night City? You are not from here.
Well, seems I'm not the only one who's done their homework. It's a good question. One I've asked myself many times. Call it a symbol I've grown attached to. Like the NUS flag, Night City represents a great failure.
Of yours?
Of principles. Say, it's been a while since you were last in Night City. hasn't it? Not since Cynosure.
Quite right, but we almost flew here some time ago. Emmerich had other business in Night City. My brother is obsessed with cars. He collects them. I say to him how wonderfully pretentious he is.
Interesting. And what rare gem brought you halfway around the world?
I'm gonna go with Johnny's Porsche because I don't have to make any shit up about that.
Perhaps you know this man, Grayson? He wanted to sell me a classic Porsche, once owned by a famous American rocker boy.
Everyone knows Grayson, and this rock star. Yeah, I remember hearing about this sale.
Well, it fell apart. Grayson was a fool. He weaseled out in the final hour.
Yeah, that's true. These two didn't end up with a car. I did.
Please, I have vodka. Help yourselves.
Hang on, this is another trap.
I'm sure you never put pleasure before business, but I insist. A symbolic drink.
Nope.
I could not say it better myself. Symbolic, yes.
Not very American, I know, but it's a custom my friends in Siberia taught me to love.
Emmerich doesn't drink, and Hansen knows that. This is a trap.
You have many friends, it seems.
Oh, I've visited many places. Forged my fair share of stories, to be sure. Siberia was just one pit stop of many.
Oh, you are a well-traveled man.
It's easier to count the places I haven't been. I know where to find what no one else has, and who to call to get it.
There are two ways to build a strong professional network. One is travel, the other, a prison term.
And here's where he tries to trap Alex, but she's done her homework.
Ah, right. I'd almost forgotten. My friends in Los Santos send their regards. C-Block.
Your friends are mistaken, I think.
Are you sure? You spent 2 years in that prison, under a false name.
That's right. In the VIP wing. But the cockroaches in C-Block don't know who is there.
Then forgive me. I must be mistaken.
Colonel, may I see your knife?
By all means. It's a traditional Yakut hunting knife.
You see, I spent some time in the Philippines. I've had a keen eye for fine blades since. Fascinating. Such a rare thing.
By the way, Emmerich, I asked around a bit doing my due diligence. They tell me you worked at Petrochem 3 years ago. Corporations rarely let your caliber talent slip through their fingers. How did you wriggle out of the contract?
He's right, he did work for Petrochem.
All change in the corporate world is affected with money. I could afford it.
A convenient answer. Generic, uninspired, and almost definitely untrue.
I lost all of my memories of the time I
Given
worked
when
there.
this was, I'm amazed you claim to have any memory of it
I'm
at
fucked
all.
up.
I thought our collaboration was built on trust. I was sorely mistaken.
Right. On trust.
It turns out that Hansen's going to test you 4 times,
so me.
and you can get it wrong once. More than that, he has you executed.
We can begin. The mainframe is ready.
You remember the terms. One of you feeds in the access codes. The other stays with me.
Ooh, I volunteer to stay.
To work, then.
Right, got away with it.
Follow
Cover's
me.
intact, but only just. You see, Emmerich has his memories uploaded to external databanks, but his memories over the time when he left Petrochem were stolen, so he does actually have no memory of that incident. Fuck. Got away with it, though.
While you were waiting, I ran some initial diagnostics. The mainframe is prepped and linked with our systems. She's ready to go. You know, he created this lab especially for the occasion. Tens of millions of eddies invested for your visit alone. That's Kurt for you. I have a plan in place for once we secure the neural matrix. I'll hack the local net, override its defense systems, turn the whole stadium hostile. We'll slip out in the chaos.
But How many would die?
They'll die so we can survive. Live.
So I've got two conversations going on at once
I
here.
managed to simulate the mainframe's native environment. The bunker. It'll be ready for the access codes in a moment.
We've got the real flesh, well, mostly chrome, but the real Songbird, putting on a show for the audience, and then the private connection here.
Listen, V.
With her
All
avatar.
hell breaks loose in 2 minutes. When Hansen flatlines, we haul ass. I'll block access to this room. Alex and Reed are minimizing risk and exfilling early via the route. Here she is, in all her glory. Oh, and don't worry about us. Got that sorted already. Check stadium blueprints, no way to run.
So, shall we?
I would if I knew exactly what it was I was supposed to do. Where am I supposed to click? Come on, Hansen's watching. I'm supposed to know what to do here. Where is it? There it is.
I am ready. Linked. Connection quality.
1,000th of the decimal. It'll have to do.
Then in we go.
Actuating the mainframe.
Hansen suspects something, just hasn't caught on yet.
Soon it won't matter.
So I see. It's responding.
Stay sharp. Almost open for input.
And almost at the point where I'm going to have to decide which of the two I'm going to have to betray.
Pete, thank you. Really. Thank you for being here. Just a little more. Okay, your turn. It's ready for the access codes.
Join me in the next episode and find out which way I'm going to jump. I'm sorry. I'm not, though. How can I not leave you on a cliffhanger at a point like that? I will be exploring all of the possible outcomes. But in the next episode, you're going to find out what happens when I go with my gut instinct. Until then, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I hope you're all having a great weekend. And as always, take care. And I'll catch you next time.